What's up, guys? It's Amateur coming at you live. Um, Today, I wanted to make a spiders video, spiders den video, and kind of this is more of kind of like I want to say like a mid to end game boss. Considering you can't really use a lot of her artifacts that she drops, or not artifacts, accessories, I guess, until you start to ascend your champions to level 4, 5, and 6, which means you have to have 4, 5, and 6 level champions, and then, or I should say, ranked champions, I guess. Um, and obviously, you can't ascend them until you rank them up to 4, 5, or 6. So it kind of, it's kind of like a mid to end game boss, and even at stage 1, she can be a challenge to beginners. So you really have to know what you're doing, and know what to expect when you come in here. So I thought maybe I could help you guys out with that. Um, First, I want to talk about what she does and why she's so hard to kill. Um, for starters, she there's no minions when you face her, and uh, there's no like little like fights that lead up to facing her. You just straight up start off by facing her. Um, so it's you just jump right into the fight, and she spawns spiders, right? These little guys right here. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Um, but yeah, she spawns these little guys. She those spiders, her little hatchlings can um, attack you, and put poison debuffs on you for 5% poison. Uh, they do 5% of poison damage. Um, which, if multiple spiders attack you and you get multiple on you, they add up very quickly and they will just destroy you, right? Um, so you need to take out your these hatchlings as fast as you can. So AOE champions are going to be your best friend when you're facing. Her name is I want to say it's Skavag or something. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna, I'll call her the spider. But um, so let's go through her attacks quick, and then we'll kind of get into how to face her. Okay. Um, so first and foremost, I want to go through this passive right here. She is immune to heal reduction buffs. Okay, you can't you can't ever put a heal reduction buff on her, so you can't do anything that decreases how much health she can heal or stop her from healing in general. She will always heal, and there's nothing you can do about it. Um, Her next one is Spiderling Horde. Okay, it spawns 2 spiders at the start of each enemy champion's turn. So at the beginning of each of my turns for my champion, she spawns 2 spiders. Okay, spiderlings. Okay, and then spawns 4 spiderlings at the end of each of her own turn. Okay, um, so at the end of her turn, she spawns 4 spiderlings, and she can have a maximum of 10 at any point in time in the battle. All right. Skavag consumes all remaining spiderlings at the start of each turn. If Skavag consumes spiderlings, she will not consume them on the following turn. So she can't do it 2 turns in a row. Okay, which is kind of, it benefits her, but I mean it benefits you too. But it just means that she can have more spiders the next time she goes to consume. So you need to make sure you take care of them as fast as possible. All right. Um, Skavag heals by 3% of her max HP for each spiderling consumed, and permanently increases her attack by 10% for each spiderling consumed. Okay. So at first she might not hit you that hard, right? Which is great. Um, but for each one she consumes, her attack goes up by 10%, and then 10%. And if she consumes 10 spiders, it goes up by 100%. And then you let her do it again in 2 turns because you can't take out the spiderlings fast enough. She does it again, right? So it's very very important that we take care of these spiderlings as fast as possible. Okay. Um, Heals from lifesteal artifacts and skills that heal based on damage inflicted will only heal champions by 35% of the stated amount when attacking Skavag or her spiderlings. So if you are using lifesteal artifacts, right, and I think I only have one champion with who has that, but I'm not using them. But it will, so say it says it heals like 10% of the damage done, and it's really only like 35% of that 10%, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but so if you hit 1,000 and it's supposed to heal you for like say 5% of that, so what is that, like 50 maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, so then let's just say like that's what it is. I'm honestly not sure about the math on that. So then you would only heal 35% of that 50, right? So then instead of actually getting the 50 HP you would have normally gotten, you're only getting 35% of that even. So it it brings down how much you can heal, right? If I explained that okay, I hope that was understandable. Um, the next thing is Enfeeble. Attacks all enemies, has a 70% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 30%. If the target's turn meter is fully depleted, it places a sleep debuff for 1 turn. Okay. So, pretty much just makes you slower, takes away your turn meter, right? And then if it's already, you say you just went and then they attack you and you don't have a turn meter, it will place a sleep debuff on you, right? Nice thing about sleep is if they attack sleep, it'll wake you up, but it's the AI, and the AI won't attack you if you're asleep, so it knows better. But in the arena or something, it would, people are stupid, so who knows? But yeah, but if it's like a stun or something, they can still attack you, and it won't like wake you up, and you'll still have you won't be able to use your turn. So sleep is, and then her first one is Venom Spray. Attacks all enemies. Damage increases by 15% if the target has poison debuffs. Okay, so if these little bitches attack me, right, these spiderlings, and they place a poison debuff on me, it will do an additional 15% damage if I have one on me. Okay, it doesn't matter how many I have them. It's just a like 15%. That's it, right? So going into this, I'm doing stage 14. I mean, that's how high I can do right now. I can do stage 15. I don't have as many like spirit champions to go against the force Skavag or whatever. So I'm just doing the magic one because that's what I can easily kill, right? So yeah, let's get into it. She has a I want to make sure I have enough time to kill these spiderlings before she goes. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna use champions that have speed debuffs, turn meter debuffs, and AOE's, right? And then also, it wouldn't hurt to have someone that does decreased defense debuff, and then you need a support unit to keep yourself alive long enough to be able to kill her. And maybe someone that buffs you up. I want to also just touch real quick on a misunderstanding some people have. Say you're using somebody like Skull Crusher, and they put on a like a counterattack buff on your champions, and one of these spiders attacks you, and then you're like, oh, it'll attack that spider. It will still it still spawns another spider. So that is essentially like useless, okay, or pointless even. Okay, so anyways, first things first, you want to make sure she does not have enough time to eat her spiderlings. Okay, so you want to slow her down and hopefully decrease her turn meter. So I have this champion which will hopefully reduce turn meter, which it did. Okay, and then it's also an AOE, so it attacks everybody, decreases everybody's turn meter, and gives me more time to kill them, right? Know your champions, okay? That's huge, because you want to know when to use each ability and how to use it effectively. Like this champion's third ability is to decrease turn meter. I just did that. None of them have a turn coming up. I don't want to use it again, right? If you're ever strong enough to the point where you can auto, obviously that doesn't matter. You know, it'll just do whatever it does. But I can auto this and do it in about 5 minutes. But for the sake of this video, I just want to show you guys, you know, how to manage the Spiderlings and kill her. Okay. So again, this Big Gun AOE. So I'm gonna actually attack anything, and I didn't hit a crit, which is surprising because my crit's like 100 almost. But I sacrificed. I just took off my crit rate gauntlets on Big Gun and put on crit damage because his crit rate was still like 90 something. And so I'm actually really surprised I didn't just hit there. But anyways, make sure you have 100% crit rate when you're doing this because that would never happen. Okay, so that's my fault. Don't want to mislead you guys here, but I want to make sure I can kill all these guys before her turn or whatever. I'm gonna do another Skull Crown. Amazing. I'd love her for everything. She's my farmer too because she's so fast. Her AOE's, all her abilities are AOE's and everything. So Heartseeker, Cold Heart's main ability, it hits really hard. So I don't want to use it until I have a decreased defense debuff placed on Skavag here. That's why I'm saving that. Right, you want to make sure that when you do stuff, you can hit hard. Okay, so I have the decreased debuff on her, and hopefully she won't even ever get a turn. She won't ever be able to consume her spiders. Right, your goal is to make sure that she never has a turn and she never can consume her spiders. And if she can consume her spiders, then you have an extra turn to be able to try to kill her. So, I mean, sometimes there's a strategy involved where you do actually let her eat, but I'm not going to cover that because your goal is pretty much to kill her as fast as possible, and not let her have a turn, right? So now Cold Heart gets to go. So her third ability, like I said, it's Heartseeker. Right here is fully depletes the turn meter, right? And then has 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Damage increases according to enemy max HP, right? So that's why this is amazing, okay? Because Skavag has so much damn HP, right? So the harder you hit, you know, or a champion with the ability of attacking somebody who has a higher max HP is really great for Skavag as well. So she has her decreased debuff. That was... I did not attack with the right ability. That was my fault. I was talking, but that really sucks. So yeah, I was not paying attention right there. Well, so I'm going to go through. I want to try to kill all these Spiderlings really fast so that she can't heal, right? I did use it. Wow, that was a really... I've never hit that low before. Saying usually I hit like 400,000 or 500,000, not 35k. Alrighty. So again, I'm doing what I can to make sure she doesn't have a turn and to kill her Spiderlings, right? See, I'm thinking I should have... I can't believe that my Heartseeker did that. That's just ridiculous. Just trying to use as many AoE attacks as I can. Increase turn meter, buffs. I know I keep, you know, I know I keep saying the same thing over, but I want to make sure it's reiterated that you need to know, like, take care of Spiderlings and slow this bitch down. Let's see if I can. Oh, didn't work. Okay. So, this is not working out very well right now. I don't have decreased debuff or decreased defense on her. Let's see. Alrighty. The Skullcrown is by far my favorite champion ever. Really is. So. Starting to kind of work out a little bit of how it should be going. I just think I had like a bad like little sequence of events right there. There we go. Decreasing turn meters. Skullcrown gets to go now. Trying to kill these Spiderlings. Attack Skavag here. I mean, right now, I'm probably gonna just try to finish her off. She has low enough health to the point where just trying to kill her would be the easier thing to do. Hopefully, I get the chance. Yeah, she should be dead right here. Alrighty. So yeah, I guess that's kind of how it's supposed to go. You know, it's actually kind of nice. Not really, but I don't think I have a banner for that yet. So, okay, guys. I hope you you enjoyed the video. And I kind of covered everything that I could and helped you guys out. She's very meticulous and a challenge. I believe she might be one of the more challenging, if not the most challenging, dungeon that there is. You know, considering you need to really have a lot of high level champions with good gear on them and strategy and the right champions to be able to constantly hit AoE and destroy her Spiderlings and stuff. So, you know, again, just make sure you're sticking to doing. You want to maintain her speed, keep her from having turns, speed debuffs, anything like that, and then just kind of focus on making sure you're taking care of those Spiderlings so she can't heal, and then she doesn't have a turn in general. So, anyways, I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and peace out.